Hey, what's going on, Less Lethal community? We're going to try to do this one take, no edits. I want to have a heart-to-heart with you guys. I recently just put out a video where I was just sharing with you guys, where I was trying to see how quickly I can puncture, draw, and fire all three of my launchers. Now, again, I have the S2 from Salt Supply Company. I have the Grimberg Carry, and then I also have the X68 from Defense Innovation. And I was sharing with you guys just in my own kind of experimental way, how it fares in comparison to one another. Now, I wasn't trying to make an official statement or anything like that. I was just trying to put them to the test and trying to see which one I would be more comfortable actually drawing and using if I had to ever do so. And I've continuously had issues puncturing the Grimberg products. A lot of people have come up out of the woodworks when I post these videos and said that it's user error, like it's, something that I'm doing wrong. And it might be, right? It might be. But I do want to kind of push back on some of the negativity, some of the ignorant comments, some of the just flat out stupid comments as well, that some of these people are making. First and foremost, I think it's really laughable. It's actually not funny because it's going to get somebody hurt eventually. This mindset or this, I don't know, lie or facade that people are projecting or saying to themselves, or they're giving whatever reason they can come up with as to why the Grimberg Carry twist feature is okay, right? Like it's not a big deal in comparison to the other launchers that are available that are puncture featured launchers. I don't know which world you live in, but in a moment of chaotic, madness, if you will, that is a confrontation. Things don't go perfectly. Things are very, very crazy. Adrenaline's running. You're not going to have the more ideal scenario that a lot of people are putting out there, oh, you twisted it too much, or you over twisted it, you big idiot, and that was the problem and stuff like that. Do you know how much of a panic you're going to be in to quickly turn that CO2 as tight as you possibly can, and so you can fire that launcher? You're not going to be oh, just delicately, perfect. It's just not going to happen. And these people that are you can see how much inexperience you have with these launchers. How many of you guys have gotten in the heat of the moment in a real scenario and actually been able to pull off your perfect puncture, your perfect pre-tightened, and then I don't know about you guys, but I've played with and used that Grimberg Carry many times now, and there is no good, even with the little rubber cap on it, there is no good way to tell how far along you are with threading your CO2. There is no good way. There's no stopper or nothing like that. I will thread in all different CO2s, 8 gram, 12 gram, 16 gram CO2s, and all of them feel super, super tight, it doesn't spin anymore. And I still have to twist that thing. And then when I'm doing that, the air is leaking out until it doesn't, right? So I'm still twisting until it doesn't. And people are saying that I'm over tightening it. It's just a flawed design. It's not ideal for a real world conflict or a real world scenario. Unless you have already punctured, if you've already twisted and punctured and you're walking around with that thing ready to go, it's not ideal. I don't know what world you guys are living in or why you guys are lying to yourself, saying that for any other reason that it's okay. It's not. It's not okay, especially when you're comparing it or in a comparison situation with other launchers out there. Yeah, you can say, oh, but it's the only one that's concealable. It's the only one that's small enough to be comfortable and all this stuff. It doesn't matter if it doesn't work. It doesn't matter if you have to, take 2 seconds to fumble around with piercing it. It doesn't matter. Do you know, I practice martial arts. I practice a grappling martial art that is jiu-jitsu, right? And I'm not saying it's the best thing ever, whatever. It has its flaws and stuff like that. But do you know how fast I can close the distance on somebody within 10 feet? I can be on you you wouldn't even imagine. And could you imagine if I was an attacker and I had a knife? It's game over. You're over there fumbling around with trying to puncture your CO2 by twisting it and trying to get the actual air not to leak, or the CO2 gas not to leak in your launcher, and so that it could function correctly. And by that time, you're getting stabbed in the gut, stabbed in the neck, stabbed in the arm, whatever it may be. Like, what world are you guys living in? I will use the launcher that allows me to actually get it drawn and working quickly and reliably. I can't say either one of those for the Grimberg Carry in my experience, and I'm giving it a fair shot. I am giving it a huge fair shot, with the rubber, without the rubber, with all kinds of different CO2 sizes or whatnot. Like, what world are you guys living in? I get that it was an expensive purchase. I purchased it myself. Nobody gave it to me. But I'm not going to sit there and be and soak in my confirmation bias because I made a purchase that wasn't ideal, right? Like, let's be real. Just because you guys purchase it doesn't mean you have to stand by it. And customer service and all this other stuff does not make up for unreliability in the field, in the moment. Like, you can have the greatest customer service, but none of that matters if you're actually using it for self-defense and you get attacked and it doesn't work, or you can't get it to work. What kind of craziness are we living in where we're making excuses just because, oh, but they're nice? Like, look, like, you know, the guys at Grimberg, I'm not coming at you guys. I'm not even saying, I'm just saying, let's be real with it. This is about self-defense. This is life or death for some people, right? Like, we can't be walking around lying to ourselves and lying to the community as well, saying that everything's okay because customer service is great. What? I like the Grimberg Carry. I like the Grimberg products. Originally I ordered the Grimberg gavel because I was like, oh, it's cool. Like, I want it, and I use it in certain ways, right? Like, I bought it because I like to go outdoors and like hiking and stuff like that. And in that case, I would, before I start my hike, like pre-ready my launcher. And so it's no big deal. Like, I'm not going to worry about like having to like turn a cap or turn the CO2 and do what I'm doing and stuff like that. Like, I'm doing it because I don't think every animal needs to be killed when you're out in the wilderness. Like, if you're hiking and all that camping, all that stuff, like, you're not out there hunting. You're not trying to kill something, right? If a bobcat or, you know, something that might be, you know, maybe it's rabbit or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just a crazed animal. It doesn't mean it needs to die, right? Maybe you just need to deter that animal. Maybe you just need to get it away from you or whatever. And I think launchers are great for that. Like, you know, you can get that situation handled without having to kill the animal, and then maybe call animal control or wildlife, you know, whatever it is, the proper authorities. And so, like, you know, I have my reasonings on why I bought it. I also bought it for home defense. And so I'm not carrying these things around. I got upgraded or maybe downgraded in some eyes, right? To the Grimberg Carry because I waited a long time for the Grimberg gavel and was offered it from Grimberg. And I was like, yeah, sure. I'll stand by my purchase. No qualms. Like, if I'm looking at the Grimberg Carry for what it is alone, on its own 2 feet, I have no problems with it. But if I'm comparing it, right? If I'm comparing it to what's faster, what's more reliable, you know, I can't lie. I can't lie to myself and everybody else that I'm making content and sharing it to. Like, that would be very, that would be bad of me. That would be unresponsible of me. And, you know, yeah. So again, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe the negativity is getting to me. There's so many negative people out there. It's like, you don't have experience with these launchers. You're doing it wrong. It was user error. Maybe, but you know what? I'm not the only person that's had issues with their Grimberg products. I'm not. And like, when I returned my Grimberg product or called them up and stuff like that, they didn't tell me that I was over tightening it. I read the instructions. You tighten it until it seals, right? You don't tighten until you hear a click or anything. You tighten until the air doesn't keep leaking out. You tighten it, right? And so this whole silly argument of like, you're over tightening it or whatever it is. If you're being attacked, do you think you're gonna like and then don't lie to yourself, guys. Don't lie to yourself and everybody else where it's like, yeah, it would be totally fine. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt many of you have even been in that scenario, right? Or law enforcement officers. Matter of fact, I actually have law enforcement officers that train with me in jiu-jitsu. I can make, if you guys want, I can actually make a video into where I actually do it again with grapplers in a 15 to 10 feet scenario, to see, with no ammunition in it, right? Just the CO2, which one I can puncture the fastest and get a shot off versus each other. And would you actually, do you think the Grimberg carry is going to be one of the more ideal ones where I'm like, oh God, I gotta do this, bro? I guarantee you the grapplers I know are going to be on me like nobody's business. But if you want, I'll make that video. I'll make everything even as can be. 10, 15 feet away, I'll say, no, I don't want to engage with you. And they'll close the distance as fast as they possibly can. And we will see which launchers are actually the quickest ones to actually puncture, draw, and fire on. I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'll put, hey, yeah, I purchased it. So I guess I can say I'll put my money where my mouth is. I purchased all these launchers. I'm just sharing my experience. And we'll see which ones actually come close to actually getting a shot off. Which ones do you guys think is going to be the more likely one to get a shot off? The S2, the X68, something else that punctures. Probably the Byrna too. The Byrna would probably get off a couple shots too. But, it's weak and stuff like that, right? But like, all you haters, all you naysayers, all you confirmation bias people, which ones do you actually think are actually going to be more than likely able to actually get a shot off? I know which one I'm putting my money on, or which ones I'd put my money on. And I'm not talking shit. I'm not talking shit. I'm just being honest. We're talking about self-defense. Anyway, maybe it's just the negativity. Maybe it's just the heat. I don't know. I felt like I needed to respond because I think some people are just really ignorant, very negative, or have unrealistic expectations on these launchers and what they're capable of and what they should and how they should be used. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this rant, let me know. If you guys didn't enjoy this rant, also let me know. I know you guys are out there and you guys are not shy about letting people know your opinions about what other people put out there on the interwebs. Hey, I'm sticking my neck out there. Feel free, have at it. Let me know in either which way. If you agree or disagree, I'd love to hear it. And tell me why. Tell me why. With that being said, please don't forget, like, subscribe, share it with your mama, friend, auntie, uncle, brother, sister, mother, whoever. Because I need more people to watch these videos. We need more people to watch these videos that are in the community. Or maybe not. Or maybe want to introduce them to the community of Less Lethal. And anyways, you guys stay safe out there. Peace.